My name is Shelley Frimpong, so keep watching.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, there's a film coming up, and you have to see this film. The title alone gives me chills, man. It's called The King with No Culture. Show some love, man. And I'm going to be hanging out with the director and then 2 of the cast members. Okay, I'm going to introduce them. The first to come up is the director. Put your hands together. Show some love for Destiny Omar. Welcome to the show, man. Have a seat here. And we have one cast. That's the director. The first cast member I want you to meet, Nanaya Ejari. Put your hands together. Show some love. All right. And finally, a face that I'm sure you know. Put your hands together. Show some love for Kingsley Yamwa. Welcome to the show, guys. Good to have you here, man. I actually was looking for you. You know, you've done what? You did Indian
money.
I almost said Indian hemp.
Leave me in my one corner, please.
Yeah, you did Indian money, and
I did Indian money. I did Last Card. I did Church Wahala, and I did I Salute.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And what we're talking about today is
The King with No Culture. That's my latest one.
Wow. Yeah. The title alone, man.
Yes.
I'll come back to that and find out more about this king who has no culture. But before then, Nanaya, you're a cast member.
Yes.
And you play the king's wife, I think.
Second wife.
Oh, the king's second wife.
Yes.
You play the Egyptian woman?
The Egyption woman.
You do look like the Egyptian.
I do, right? That means he cast me well.
Yeah, you did. When you're casting, were you looking for somebody who can look Egyptian as much as possible?
Yes. With my casting, first of all, I tried to the look, yes, one, and the character. With her, I needed someone that can be able to switch with the accent.
Okay.
One, someone that can switch with the body.
The body?
Yes, because we did a movie that had 10 years before and 10 years after.
Okay.
So
she plays 10 years younger.
Yes, and 10 years after. So she was able to like discipline herself, lose weight at a point, added weight at a point.
Really?
Yes. And she was able to switch between a younger woman
and the older one.
So those were the things I looked into before actually casting her for that role.
Now, how difficult was that? How much weight did you have to lose?
Oh, just very little, just to fit into, because I went through the script.
Okay.
And so knowing that I would have to look different, it's my responsibility to actually make it happen.
So, so which did you start with, the weight loss one, or you shot the one with more weight?
The weight loss.
Oh, so you lost the weight?
Yes, and after that I started doing what I do best. Yes.
I see. And she talked about the accent. Do you do Egyptian accent in this?
Initially, I thought it was Egyptian directly.
Okay.
So I went on YouTube and I started learning how they speak, their alphabet and everything. But then he also explained to me that this woman was with her husband in the States for years. And so I had to go into the American accent. Yes.
Okay. I was going to ask to hear a little bit of Egyptian. Kingsley!
Yes.
King with no culture.
King Dagbo the first. No culture.
And how did you land the part? Did he call you? Had you seen things? Did you... You know, some people are very lucky. They just get a call, you know, come, I want you to do this part. Some have to go through the audition. Which one was yours?
I think I've done a couple of things with him, and then he's seen a couple of my works. And then he thought, he called one day, came over to the bar, and he said, look, I think I have something for you. I think you will fit into this. And I go, what is it? King with no culture. I'm like, Destiny, what is it again this time? You know, so he ran through the story, gave me the synopsis, and I think, oh, it's nice, I'll do it.
Something like that, yeah. What struck you about it?
It was, you know, the fact that there's this orthodox way of looking at a king in Africa. If it's this culture, he's supposed to behave this way wear certain things a certain ways. But this guy, no. He will wear a Nigerian crown, wear Ghanaian cloth, you know, and beads. He was just off. He did things the way he wanted to do them.
Was that what you found very attractive, that this guy, this almost a rebel-like?
Yeah, you know, and for me, I said, well, this is not going to be difficult because I don't have to learn too much, you know, just do everything haphazard, you know. But it was nice. I found it very interesting that, you know, you find yourself behaving like a Ghanaian somewhere along the line, then the next one you behave like a Nigerian. Then when your subjects come, it's like, well, I've done it, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed it. It was nice.
No, I can't wait. How long did it take you to write? You wrote it as well?
Yes, I wrote the script. Yes, the scripts, normally when I get a story, I watch the movie for months, me alone.
You watch the movie?
Yes, I could be somewhere watching it in my head for months. Then I tell it to people around me who cares to listen. And when I tell them, it's like I'm telling them a movie I've watched. So I check the reaction. And if the reaction is not what I want, I go back, I say, no, this story is not
really
strong yet. Then with The King with No Culture, when I got the title first. And I was like, King with No Culture, how do I put this together? And I started writing. After 3 months of writing, I completed the script. And I was like, I needed just 1 hour to round it up. I was like celebrating, I'm done. I just want to round it up. I think I had called you and I said, I'm finished, I'm rounding up. But along the line, I was using a touch screen and I did Control A, enter, and everything went off. That was the first challenge I faced.
You lost the whole thing?
Everything went off. So when I lost it, my wife was just coming in and that's why it's always good you have a woman in the house. I almost smashed my laptop. Wow. In fact, I was in tears, and she was like, what is it? So immediately I told her, I heard this voice that you can't write it again. Then I started crying. My small cousin, my son, they can't understand.
How many pages were the whole thing?
That was, I did 90 scenes already. Wow. Because I wanted to do 100. Wow. No, I've done 98, so I was doing 2 to wrap it up. So I started writing it, and when I heard that voice that you cannot write it again, so I left my family, I went, that's a corner at the back of my house where the spirits always come to visit. So,
which of the spirits?
Well, the creative spirit. I don't want to say Holy Spirit. I don't want to put it really. You are a creative person.
Yeah. I know
There's always a creative spirit. So I was there and the creative spirit came. And he told me, listen, you only have the opportunity to do it better. So I went back inside, I picked up my laptop and I told my wife, don't worry, I'll write it again. He said, are you sure? Then I started again. So I had to do another 2 months indoors. But when I came out, I was glad I lost the first one.
It's much better.
Some of them may not have reached me.
It took me like another 2 months plus to put everything together. We shot for exactly 1 year.
Shooting for a year?
Yes, a whole 1 year we were shooting.
Wow.
We were shooting for a whole year because the kind of location and everything, we needed something different from the normal. What actually brought me into doing something difficult like this is I was just tired with the bedroom thing. Every day it's this bedroom, mother-in-law, father-in-law, donkey marry Nanaya, the mother refused. Like, let's do something different. Let's try something that is abnormal. I wanted to do something abnormal. And if you watch the movie, it's abnormal.
Really?
Yes, it has no culture.
Well,
the movie
folks,
is so abnormal.
At least if you haven't heard anything, this part alone. Have to get ready. It's showing next week. It's coming up next week. And what's the date? May 5th?
May 5th.
May 5th. And it's going to be at the Silver Bell.
Silver Bell.
Okay. Yeah. I'm so excited already. Nanaya, have you worked with him before?
Oh yes, I've worked with him on Indian Money and Last Card.
Oh, you're in, okay.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. What do you like about his style about as a director, and what don't you like?
I don't know what I don't like yet. Maybe what I don't like is that he is very, very, is he ambitious? He's an aggressive, but in the positive way.
Yeah.
He's got to get it done.
Yeah.
And when something is not going right on set, he doesn't have to tell you, you will know.
You know.
From head to toe, you will know something. Because I think he's, what's the word? He's got to get it right.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I like the drive.
Okay.
You know, how it go. When something is not going right, he comes to talk to you, and the way he will talk to you, your heart will melt. You will let it go.
All right.
And then you will just continue to shoot. It was a very beautiful experience.
Fantastic.
He wants to do it. He does it. I have that drive too, so we really, really do connect.
It clicked.
Yes.
Yeah. And Kingsley, what don't you like about him? She has told us all the nice things.
Oh, they were nice?
Yeah, they were positive.
Where I was supposed to be shooting one of my scenes, I was sitting there, was upstairs, and I heard him downstairs. When I try me, when I try me, God day. Then he comes. And he goes on and on and on. I said, director, my scene. I said, they try me. Director, it's me. I am not trying you. There were times when I think he got upset on set, rightfully so, but at times he will carry it too long, you know. But he eventually, he will get out of it, snap out of it and come. Yeah. But I think everybody is human. We all have our faults. Apart from that, I think, you know, that was it. I had a very good experience with him. But other than when I try me, when you hear when I try me, I know that, Charlie, we have a couple of hours to wait.
This is fantastic. And the shooting period was a year, but the location time was how long? How long did you spend on location? And why did it take a year? Where was it like different locations and?
Yes, it took a year because, first of all, location. Some location we had to craft, we had to build to fit what we wanted. Then there are also times we had, like when we shot at the forest, once the kind of forest we went to, once it is 4 p.m., the place is dark. And from the place where the car is going to drop us to the forest, you need strong bones like yours to get there. In fact, there are some casts, I will not mention names, some people are casted, but the fact that they can't get to the forest, I had to change them.
Oh, wow.
So before you get to the forest with our equipment, you'll be looking at 1, 2 o'clock.
Wow.
And 3:30, you start going down because everywhere is already dark. So in that forest, we could sometimes shoot 1 scene, 2 scenes in a whole day.
Wow.
So those were some of the challenges we faced. And we shot at a point we lost many scenes. It was so challenging. And we lost so many scenes and we had to reshoot again. So all this put together, but I didn't want to minimize the quality.
Yeah.
So I needed to get it done.
Wow.
So at every point, if it is not done well, we have to do it again. If it is not done well, we have to do it again.
Wow. Wow. How much, there must have been a huge budget, you know? I mean, no, this is the first time, you know, and I'm very happy, you know, because most of the times many people seem to think that, oh, let's get it done in a week. Of course, you can do that with some of the films though, you know. But when you want to take your time and deal on some levels, it takes time. And I'm surprised to hear any director, especially from Africa, putting in 1 year to do it. How, you spend a lot of money?
Yes, I spent a whole lot of money.
How much?
We spent over 100,000 Ghana cedis on the shoot alone. And an Indian producer said, if you want to be successful, you spend almost the same amount of money you use in production for promotion. So after production, we did not rest. You could see how far we are trying to push, we had to spend a whole lot again trying to promote. So a whole lot have gone down, but I think the Ghanaian people, they deserve it.
Okay.
Our audience, they deserve seeing good things on screen.
Yeah. Now, what do you expect? Do you expect people to be really taken aback?
It's not going to be like that.
Like, be pleasantly shocked? Are we going to see new things that will take us to new levels in this movie?
There's a lot to learn. This story encapsulates the day-to-day stuff that go on in a particular country or kingdom, etc. And it can really relate. You know, I wouldn't go into the story because I want you to come and watch it.
You don't want to,
but I think people will look at the extraordinary aspect of this movie. Like he used the word abnormal, you know, let me borrow it. The abnormality in the movie, everything you expect is not going to be like that.
Fantastic.
Like from this must happen. No, that will happen. Fantastic. And the suspense in it alone is fantastic. Suspense
in it alone. I love it. I love it. Quickly. How inspiring in this movie, man. You're the main man.
Tell him how I dealt with you.
I was a sorry sight.
You were a sorry sight.
You know, no, I will not talk about that part.
Okay, let them watch it. Yes.
But I think I think people are going to be really excited. It's like I was saying, it's out of the norm. Things are supposed to happen in a certain way in society, and it's not happening that way. And the fact is that that is how our society is. We know the right things to do, but we will not do them. And we will justify why we have not done them. And we will justify why we will do them wrongly again. That is what is going to happen.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to seeing this, man. Let us wrap up. You had mentioned your wife gave you the vim to hang in.
And my son too.
And your son?
My sons.
Okay. Who's your wife and son?
My wife Adesua Omon. I have 2 sons.
Okay.
Oyakilome Omon, and I have Ephraim Omon.
Okay. Big out to the family. And Anaya.
Sorry, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that made it happen.
Okay.
You see, one of the biggest things I had as strength were the women around me.
Really?
Yes, the women in the production, they were so great. They really wanted me to do it. At a point, I almost gave up. Nanaya called me, Mimi Bala will call me, this will call me. Wow. No, boss, not now. We need to get this done. So they carried me, and by God's grace, I'm so grateful to them. I owe this to all those who supported me. And we had more than 15 faces in this movie. Jessica Williams, Emmanuel France. There's something about this movie. The oldest man in the whole of Africa, the oldest actor in the whole of Africa was featured, Emmanuel France. He was 81 when he featured in this movie. Really? And I featured the youngest star to have played 4 scenes in a movie, 4 months. You wonder how we control a 4 months old on set. But he played 4 scenes. So these are some of the things that we did. So it's an amazing movie. You can't sit at home on the 5th of May, no. Except your legs are cut off or you have a problem. Or
well, even that we have.
You can still come on.
So you come and watch it.
Yes.
Okay. And Anaya, you were talked about the wife bigged him up. Do you have a man that bigged you up?
I do.
I know.
You know? I
wanted to hear from your own mouth.
I can't say bye to this set without saying thank you to my husband, Tomian and Fosen. He is always
a
man who I come home so tired. I go shoot and he keeps telling me, go girl, you can do it. You know, and that alone is okay. And then my son as well. Isman will look at me, Mommy, are you going out again? I say, yes, I'm going out again. Oh, I said, I'll be back. Okay. And then he gives me the vim to go. But particularly my husband, I mean, I am yet to see. They don't make them like that anymore. Maybe. He's sweet.
They get tough. You're the man. And Keithley, is there anybody that was the vim?
I'm hearing all this for the first time, and I thought I was the only one. You know, the support you get from home. Because the hours were long. The days were long. I remember sometime I got home and my daughter, the last one, was like, she had woken up around 2 a.m. to go and BB or something, and the younger brother was also taking her, to say, okay, let's go, let me go and BB and stuff. And he comes and says, hey, Daddy, I want it. And he says, Daddy just came home. Can't you see? He's tired. And you see, I'm even filled with goose pimples. I looked at the boy and I was like, Wamna, thank you. The support came from home. It's amazing the kind of support we get from home. At times we don't even realize, we take it for granted. But when we talk about it like this, you see it. We all get it. At times we just take it for granted and we don't realize it. A lot of support came from the home. A lot came from
Show some love, man. And the day is May 5th. Not this Saturday, but the week after tomorrow. The king with no culture.
I brought a gift for you.
You got a gift for me?
You don't come to the king's house empty-handed, so I have something
this is nice, man.
for you.
Show some love for that. Thank you so much, man. And I'll be wearing this on May 5th when you see me. Let me check the stomach level, I can fit.
The time is 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.
6 p.m. and 8 p.m. May 5th. Okay, yeah. 2 shows.
The red carpet starts by 6.
Okay.
You know the good thing about this is the first time we're having artist commission on any movie.
Fantastic.
I started it because I believe these actors, when they grow old and they are sick, we don't need to be contributing for them. Yeah. So in every move, in every ticket you buy, these gentlemen, these Ghanaians, they have commission on it. So come out and support them. Yes. Fantastic. God bless us.
Put your hands together, man. And folks, I'll do here, there. Did I miss one? Stick around, folks. The king with no culture, May 5th. Don't forget. And we'll be reminding you. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.